y'all. Hi everybody, Bryan and Mike here from Crossedanchorsrailroads, and we're coming with you today with a video for Veterans Day. And first off, we would like to start with a big thank you out to all of our fellow veterans out there who have served and sacrificed for their country, and I want to say a big thank you out there for everything that you guys have done. We understand and the sacrifice one makes when they take that duty on, and we find that to be it just, you know, it sits home close to us at our heart, being Navy veterans ourselves. And saying thank you as well to our subscribers out there and everybody who gives their time to us freely, and it's really awesome. And in saying thank you to you guys, we were trying to come up with things we were doing to celebrate veterans in November. And as many of you know, we have all of our guests this month in November and some into December going to be veterans involved in model railroading. And we're really excited about that, but we wanted to come up with a video that was a little different than something else with that. And what we did was, this video was recorded the day before, this radio interview with myself was recorded the day before Veterans Day in 2005 in Iraq with a Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania radio station, and I was the non-commissioned officer in charge of the United States Army Corps of Engineers Regional Engineering Office at Taji, Camp Cook in Iraq. And in that, I did this interview with my whole engineering team, and everybody got to participate and get to say their shout outs, and in that, and we put a photo collage of my time that's going to run with the radio interview throughout, and a little disclaimer to my fellow combat vets and anybody with PTSD. You will hear helicopters in here, but there is no actual combat sounds or anything like that. You will not see any of that. There is no blood and gore. You will see some damaged vehicles and equipment and buildings and from things I was doing, but I want you guys to engage in this. I will see you at the end of the video, and thank you guys so much for your support on our channel, and a big, again, shout out and a thank you to all of our fellow veterans. Please enjoy the video, and I'll see you at the end of it. Thank you very much, and happy Veterans Day.
Are you in Iraq?
I'm in Taji, Iraq right now, Mike.
Bryan, how far is that from Baghdad? Put it in perspective geographically for us.
About 12 to 15 miles north of Baghdad.
Okay. I understand there were 2 bombs that went off again today in Baghdad. What can you tell us about that?
Nothing really, Mike. I don't have exact information going with those that went off today. They're outside of the area of responsibility that I'm in.
Okay. Tell me about what your responsibility is. Tell me about the work that you're doing and your people are doing.
I work with the Army Corps Engineers up here in the resident office at Taji, Iraq, and I'm the non-commissioned officer in charge. There's a team of 7 of us here, and out of there is, I assist these guys in the reconstruction of Iraq. They're the on-site resident experts dealing with the reconstruction from anything from schools to power plants, water systems, sewer systems, improving the bases here for the quality of life of the troops, building new barracks, all those different types of things that go on with the reconstruction of this country, particularly with the infrastructure.
At first glance, when I saw a Navy petty officer, I was thinking, gee, what's the Navy doing there? That seemed kind of odd to me for some reason. Why the Navy?
Well, we're over here. It's one team, one fight. I'm over here on the individual augmentation, and I volunteered to come over here and do a tour to see what it was like being in country. It's a different experience than being in the Navy, out floating haze drain underway.
Okay. What would you like the people back here at home to know about the experience in Iraq that you feel that we're not getting from the news media?
Well, I mean, it seems to be always on the media. It's always on the negative. And I understand that does go on, and I'm not saying there's, not pain and suffering going on, but they don't show you the 150 smiling children's faces when they get a brand new school and get a backpack and are able to get educated again, and how simply thrilled they are, or how thrilled a family is when they can actually use a toilet in their house by having to live next to a pool of raw sewage. It's amazing how happy that makes people, and I don't ever see CNN or those guys doing stuff like that at all. And in my personal experience, from what I've seen, and when you're putting power plants together, and the hours that this team, which is predominantly civilian here, puts in, and rebuilding this country all over with the Corps engineers, and there's multiple resident offices all over the country with the reconstruction, and they just don't show it. When we show up in an area with a maneuver unit, or however we get to where we're going, and you get a positive response from the local people that are there, and the Iraqis in general love seeing us here. They're thrilled to death. We bring some safety and security to them, and ability to talk, and you should see them light up at the elections. They're thrilled, and they're very proud to be able to participate in the democratic movement that is going on here. And I don't really get to see that ever when I'm watching CNN.
Well, how is the morale of your fellow troops, you and your fellow troops, when you do watch the news media? Because I know that you get to see what we're seeing. What's your reaction to that when you're over there seeing that?
I shut it off a lot of times, and you walk away and you mutter under your breath half the time when you hear what the reporters are talking about. And I'm not saying what they're saying is false, but they give a very one-sided point of view of it, and it is very frustrating. And the ship is, a lot of times you shut it off and you walk away from it shaking your head.
So you feel that there really is a biased look at you're saying that what they're reporting is true, but it's only part of the story.
Yes, I'm not saying the reports are false, but I'm saying it is a very one-sided, what sells, Kellogg's on TV kind of a thing, because people like to see things that explode, and it's not necessarily the same thing as, 80 smiling kids doesn't move ratings the same way, in my humble little opinion.
Well, I think you're right. It's a lot of bad news sells, I guess. Have you gotten any reaction from the Iraqi people about the trial of Saddam that started and then kind of I guess is now in hiatus for the time being? What was their reaction, if any?
A little bit of reaction I got on it was they were very thrilled that he was going to trial and going to pay for the crimes he has done against themselves and the Iraqi people.
I don't know what's happening.
And yeah, it's a Chinook flying over where we are right now. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I wondered what it sounded like a helicopter, and then for a moment I thought we were losing the phone. Is that a satellite phone that you're on?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Once again, we're talking with Bryan Harshel. He's from Latrobe. He is a Navy Petty Officer, first class. He's in Taji. Is that how you pronounce it?
Taji.
Oh, I'm sorry, Taji. Taji, yes. Okay. And that's about, what did you say, 15 miles or so from Baghdad?
Yes, north of the city.
North of the city. And you have family back here? Okay. Do you have family back here in Latrobe that can hear us right now?
Yes, I do. My mother, father, Robert, Trudy, mom and dad, and my baby sister, Rebecca.
Okay, well, hopefully they're listening to this right now. If you want to say hi to them.
Yeah, hi, guys, and I love you, and I'll be home soon.
Okay. Now, I understand. Now, tomorrow's Veterans Day, and we were told that there are a couple of other guys who just wanted to say a few words there that are with you right now. Is that right?
Yeah, I got a bunch of the guys from my team here, and they definitely like to say hi, and a couple of themselves are veterans here who have served, you know, in the coordination in the military, and now they're continuing to put in phenomenal time and energy still for their nation here after they, you know, served in the military.
Okay.
So I think definitely should say hi.
Okay, Bryan, can we do one thing? I need to take care of some sponsors here.
Sure.
We have a limited amount of time. I'm going to put you back on hold, and we're going to play some commercials, and we'll try to get this coordinated in that period of time, and we'll be back on with you shortly. All right?
Great.
All right. Bryan Harshel, Navy Petty Officer, First Class. We're reaching him in Taji, which is about 15 miles north of Baghdad. He is serving there with the Army Corps of Engineers. They're working on the reconstruction of Iraq. This is part of my continuing effort to reach as many of our, especially local servicemen who are serving in Iraq, and try to get the true story, or at least the rest of the story, of what's going on in Iraq, the part of the story that you don't often hear or see on the cable channels and on the network television.
News you hear, that.
And live from Iraq, from Taji, which is about 15 miles north of Baghdad, we find Navy Petty Officer First Class Bryan Harshel from Latrobe. He is, his family, his mom and dad and his sister are in Latrobe's station, but right now he's serving in Iraq, and he's there with some of the other guys. Now, tomorrow is Veterans Day, and we understand that a couple of the guys just want to say hi, just mention their names and where they're from. So, Bryan, you're kind of the master of ceremonies there, so go.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Mike. I just want to say one more quick thing. Those sailors go all the way this year. You're making us happy over here. It's a ray of sunshine once a week. This is Navy Lieutenant Mark Farrell from the officer in charge here at the construction office, working with the Corps of Engineers. Just proud to be here and say hi to my family back in Hampton, and also my parents there in Burlington, North Carolina, where I'm from. And just God bless us and those we serve.
I'm Mr. Fred Nightingale. I'm from Lawson, Wisconsin. I'm the project engineer here at the resident office, and I oversee the technical aspects of 5060 of the reconstruction project. And I'd like to say hi to everybody and God bless America.
My name is Andy May. I'm from Palatka, Florida. I work the construction end. I try to teach the Iraqis a better method if that's possible. The one thing I'd like to say is I'd like to see people like Miss Clinton and maybe Hanoi Jane come over here and see the children and talk to the people that's been brutalized by Saddam, and they may have a different attitude. Thank you. Elvin Antonio, the resident engineer here for Taji Resident Office. I'm overseeing 80 plus projects around Taji area. God bless all.
Support here. And we got about 20 seconds.
All right, Mike. That was our group, and thank you for allowing us to do this, Mike.
Bryan, all we can say is thank you guys, and thanks to all of us, and God bless you, and good luck, and Godspeed to all of you. Bryan, you said that you're going to be home soon. Can you tell us how soon?
I'm hoping here maybe 2 months.
2 months. Did you mention that you have kids or not? I don't recall.
No, I do not have children.
Okay, you and your sister are here back in Latrobe, and hopefully they got to hear you today. Bryan, you take care of yourself, and it was good talking to you.
Thank you very much, Mike. I do appreciate it, and God bless. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. God bless all of you guys. That was Bryan Harshel from Latrobe. He's a Navy Petty Officer, First Class. He was on a satellite phone there from Taji, which is about 15 miles north of Baghdad. We were reaching him live there.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that and you learned something. And even if you have questions, I want to engage in a dialogue about it, and that's really awesome. Please don't hesitate to ask. We'll be seeing you guys live tomorrow evening on our regular Thursday evening stream. And on that, we can generate a dialogue about anything you had seen or questions that you had from on here. Again, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you to all of our patrons on Patreon. Thank you to our subscribers, and thank you very much from the bottom of my heart and Mike's heart. Thank you to our fellow veterans who have taken the sacrifice to allow America to be the great place that it is and the amazing country that it is. Thank you sincerely. And we'll see you around. Please be safe, be happy. We'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. Thank you very much.